This is Cosentino, the Grand Illusionist. You're watching Keeping Up with NZ.com. Now, my first trick was making a 20-cent coin disappear, and I showed my father, who's a structural engineer. Very nervously, I walked up to him and my hands were trembling, and I take the coin very badly and I make it disappear. And my father says to me, "How did you do it?" And all of a sudden there's this huge transfer of power. You know, I can do something that my father can't. And you know, it helps, you know, once again build my confidence, and it's kind of at that stage like, aha, I can do something you can't. Later on in life, of course, it became a different aspect, but that's how it started, and that was the very first trick I ever learned, and I still remember it to this day. So does my father. My live show is called Twisted Reality. It's a combination of many different genres of magic, from sleight of hand street magic that's actually projected onto this huge screen so people can really analyze and scrutinize the magic if that's what they want to do, to grand illusions, people appearing and disappearing, and levitations, to death-defying escapes, you know, challenging myself or my own threshold, to lots of audience participation, a little bit of humor. We're in a comedy club right here, so there's laughs when people come up, and the audience participation changes every night. So it's really those four aspects in the show, and a little bit of dance, a little bit of dance throughout the show, to sprinkled throughout, which makes it, well, I believe, makes it entertaining. Out of my grand illusions, which one am I most proud of? It's hard. It's like choosing children. There's a piece in the show, the new tour, Twisted Reality, which is called The Time Machine. I can't give too much away because, you know, it spoils it, but what I can tell you is this. The concept is about traveling through time. And we have a little doorway that you can see on both sides, and it's basically parallel to the audience. And my assistant basically faces towards me. I have a little cape on, and literally I lift up the cape and I drop it, and she disappears. And you can see on both sides of the doorway, and we show it, we spin the apparatus and the prop, and she's gone. And then I put my little cape on and my cloak on my head, and I walk towards the door, and once I hit the door, I kind of melt into it, and the cloak just drops, a la Star Wars. And if you know Star Wars, and you know, and you hope you know what that's all about, and that was inspired by that piece, and it took a lot of engineering to get that right, get that correct, and I've never seen that before in the magic world. So I'd have to choose that, and I have to choose that because it's on the tour. So you got to check that out live. Yeah, no camera tricks here. It all happens right before your very eyes. So make sure you check out my show, Twisted Reality, which is at the Civic in Auckland on the 29th of August, which you can also see it at Wellington at St. James, which is on the 2nd of September. Twisted Reality, or you can go to livenation.KUWINZ and check out my show. Hope to see you all there.